Hello, this is Glenda Fralin with Fralins and Friends, and today we're going on an outing. Joe and I are taking a trip to Beatrice, to a park up there called Chataqua Park. We went up to the top to the Tabernacle, and it's not what you think. It's a very big building, and it has a stage, and a lot of good stuff goes on. I will explain that later, but be sure to have subscribed and click that notification bell right now. Give us a thumbs up, because here we go. We're heading out. We are in Chataqua Park. It is a part of the city of Beatrice, which is about, some signs say 12, some signs say more, I don't know. It's about 15 miles. We usually say 15 to round it off. But we're north of home. And what you're seeing out here, walk bridge over there, but I'm not seeing it through the trees. But a lot of times what I don't see comes out on the film. Okay. There's the do not enter sign, and then there's that kind of white car or gray car, and down there a few feet is that walk bridge, and there's another one over here that leads over to that little play area. Anyway, we are sitting in what they call the Tabernacle. I don't know how many years this thing's been here. Up there on that stage, they have held all kinds of events. We had cloggers one year. They've had, oh golly, bands, speakers, singers. I'm sure they've probably even done auction out here, but it's a very large tabernacle. But when Homestead Days comes in June, and I'll explain Homestead Days in a bit, but when Homestead Days comes in June, this thing is full of people, and the stage is full of activity. There's just all kinds of stuff that goes on in here. They have barbecues and all that kind of stuff. Right now, it's full of leaves. A lot of people do camp here, but they store campers here. They're campers here as well. But I could not believe it. There are actually people who are camping. Dealy Whopper. But yeah, they, I mean, a person would go nuts stuck in one of those all the time. So hopefully they do practice their social distancing when they're outside. It can be done, but whether they do or not, that's another story. We're having some problem with teenagers right now. But now this park is huge. We're only seeing maybe a quarter of it, maybe a third. Okay, as a matter of fact, we were here at other time when we recorded, and we were in the lower end of the park. So this is like activity a lot of times. We used to have get-togethers here all the time when we lived in Beatrice, and well, even after, we'd come up here with friends. But now we have Harbor State down in Wymore, and so, but since his mom died, it's just been so hard to get everybody together, which that will end up probably being canceled this year. There's a lot of stuff that's going to be missed. Kids won't get their swimming lessons unless things do change, but I hope, being a nurse, I hope we err on the side of caution to at least a certain extent. My battery's Joe here is going to take you for a walk around, since I didn't do it very good. My man, my hubby man, here he is. Did you say you saw a goose?
Yeah, it's over here.
Well, go get that. Go get that goose.
There's a goose up here. Take a picture of. Probably laying eggs or something. There she is. This is a creek that runs off the river, Blue River. A lot of campers around here. Nice campers too. Huh? This is a stadium. Okay, I'm on the stage now.
Okay, now that you're up there, you have to perform.
No.
Do a tap dance.
Nope. A lot of leaves in there from the wind. Because of this stuff that's going around, they haven't had a chance to clean it up yet. Would be the best way. There's a roof. It's built pretty good. Property is on the National Register of Historic Places. Dedicated June 25th, 1989.
Along here, along where this road is, when it's Homestead Days, that just fills up with vendors. Almost like a carnival. Right down in there, you see that little, I don't know how it was formed, but it looks like by tree roots and maybe some limestone. Maybe some help from mankind, I don't know. But it's such a great place for people to go in and have their pictures taken. And I know my kids had some pictures taken there. It really is photogenic, more so when people are in there. It is just a great place to take photos. It looks a little like a little hole in the wall, which it is. There he is. Been hearing a few of them overhead. Seeing a few of their clocks. We just got stuck at a light, so I'm going to tell you real quick while we've got a couple minutes. Homestead Days is when they celebrate the Homestead National Monument. The first homesteader in Nebraska settled. Daniel Freeman. He settled right here in the Beatrice area, and they have the national monument on the property where, or close to where where he built his first cabin. And the museum is full of all kinds of stuff, from old to new, farm implements, medicines, and all that. Daniel Freeman was actually a doctor. He was a physician, but he did that, but he also farmed or homesteaded and actually farmed. And that was not unusual, because a lot of farmers, or a lot of doctors got paid in whatever they had, you know. So those were the days, huh? Every year in June, they celebrate Homestead Days. And there's a parade. There's a group in town that they go all over the place, but we get to hear them, well, the times I've heard them has been at the parade or at, like Chataqua Temple, but they are called the Homestead Harmonizers. And let me tell you, you won't find anything on America's Got Talent that harmonizes better than that bunch. It's a group of men, and they really know how to harmonize. And it's been around for years and years, so singers have gone through their people and repopulated. So, but it's always about the same size of kind of a choir, I guess you'd say, men's choir. But they do harmonize so well. You can hear that fifth note. Well, everybody, we have returned home. And I can't tell you how good it felt to get outside. Not just to the porch or the backyard, but out of town. It was wonderful. And Joe stopped and we picked up some Arby's sandwiches. And so we're going to have our supper when he's done with his shower. TMI. But yeah, it's been a wonderful time. And I hope you enjoyed it with me. This is going to be part 1, I'm afraid. There's a lot to it. And I think you're going to enjoy both days. And we'll talk to you soon. Good night.